Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of the University of Manchester, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the School of Earth, Atmospheric and Environmental Sciences and the School of Mechanical, Aerospace and Civil Engineering graduation ceremony in the splendid surroundings of the Whitworth Hall. In particular, I would like to welcome your families and friends who are sharing this special occasion with you. I know the immense sense of pride that your family members must feel as they see you graduate. I am sure that all of you graduating today will recognize the huge role that your family and friends have played in your success. It's not only the financial investment that they have made, but the support that I'm sure that you will have received when you thought that you would never complete your degree. The late night calls, the constant encouragement, the shoulder to cry on. It is therefore right that we as a university also acknowledge the role that you, our guests today, have played in the success of your achievement. We honor you because the students that are graduating today are doing so because of the dedication and investment of others like you. Even though many of you are leaving, this will remain your institution. We refer to the university community as alma mater because this is where we hope that you have developed your sense of humanity and where you have become part of a community. You have become who you are because of your community. So we hope that graduating does not end your relationship with us. At the end of the ceremony, you will join a new community of more than 220,000 University of Manchester graduates living and working across the globe. Networks such as this become even more important at times like this. So make a special effort to join and play an active part. The Alumni Association will help you to remain in contact with the university and with each other through reunions, networking opportunities, the Alumni Magazine and the Internet. I do hope you will make use of the many benefits and services the association offers and enjoy meeting up with one another again in the future. Please make sure that you enable us to maintain contact with you by leaving your contact details with us. As graduates from the Faculty of Engineering and Physical Sciences in the University of Manchester, you are in an extremely privileged position, and your achievement in completing your qualification should not be underestimated. But I want to remind you about how privileged you have been. Consider first the fact that in our society today, of the 600,000 students who reach 16 each year, more than 300,000 fail to get 5 GCSEs at grades A to C. Most of those who fail to achieve those grades come from the lowest social groups. The fact remains that despite numerous government initiatives, only 40% of young people in this country have the opportunity to study at university. At research-intensive universities like Manchester, the number of students from lower socioeconomic groups remains pitifully small. In June of this year, I travelled to Uganda to interview students who were being sponsored by our alumni to come and study in Manchester. It's part of our programme of Equity and Merit Scholarships, where we hope to give the brightest students from countries where they do not have the opportunity or the resources to benefit from a Manchester education, to develop their skills so that they can make a difference to their own societies. Some of the stories of the students we were helping were heartbreaking, but each of them realized the life-transforming impact of the educational opportunities that they were being offered, not just for themselves and their families, but for their country. It is a small program. We have only the resources to support 20 students. Over 1,000 applied, all of them highly intelligent and quite able to qualify to study at this university. They know what the famous black American intellectual W.E.B. Du Bois said, that education and work are the levers to lift up a people. So you are privileged because you have been given an opportunity which most young people have been denied. Your future is bright. You may be graduating with a sense of foreboding. Outside this hall, the news is very worrying. We are entering a recession which people are predicting is going to be the worst since the Second World War. If we think that things are going to be bad for us, imagine what it will mean for millions in the developing world. I feel a sense of outrage when I read headlines that tell us that nearly 1 billion people in the world will suffer from hunger as a result of this man-made recession. We are facing not just an economic crisis, but a moral one. What was the legitimacy of a system that pursued economic growth for its own sake, willfully disregarding the damage that it was doing? Inequalities are the greatest that there have been for over 100 years. Our environment, our communities, our values were cast aside in the pursuit of growth that can now be seen as completely hollow. But the outrage that we should all justifiably feel could be redirected into a constructive forging of a new politics and a reordering of economic priorities. It is the graduates of universities like Manchester that have the potential to ask questions and seek explanations for how we arrived in these turbulent times and how we can transform them. The skills that you have learned can begin to address some of the major challenges that we now face. Many wise people who should know better complain about today's young people as less educated, lazy, and cosseted, and unable to express themselves in speech or writing. But I take hope from research which describe today's graduates as civic-minded, with little interest in persons' race, gender, or sexual orientation, earnestly interested in values and corporate responsibility, as well as flexible working and work-life balance. The same research describes today's graduates as educated, bored by routine, success-driven, lifestyle-centered, anti-commitment, service-minded, environmental, entrepreneurial, opinionated, diverse, and goal-orientated. Who needs to be worried by recessions if that is a general description of the future generation that will be trying to get us out of this mess? As Manchester graduates, you will be also joining a very distinguished Hall of Fame. Today, our graduates can be found in top positions in business, politics, sport, and the arts. Let me tell you about some of the people from our Hall of Fame. Our founder, John Owens, created an institution which, as its founding principle, set out to admit students without respect to place of birth, without distinction of rank or condition in society, and without having to submit to any test of religious affiliation. This at a time when many universities required a pledge of allegiance to the Protestant Church of England before admitting students. Within your own faculty, you too have an impressive Hall of Fame. Nobel laureates such as Ernest Rutherford and Niels Bohr. Freddie Williams, Tom Kilburn, and Alan Turing, who worked together to create the world's first stored program computer, all 16 foot of it, weighing half a ton, consuming 3 kilowatts of power, and with a random access memory of 128 kilobytes and a computing speed of 1.2 milliseconds per instruction. How things have changed. It wasn't only the incredible innovation and foresight shown by these early pioneers of computing that distinguished these people, but the role they played in this university, developing the academic discipline of computing and informatics. This is how this has now developed into specialist areas of software development and engineering and the study of the social impact of computing. We honor the surviving members of the team that developed the Manchester Baby Computer, Terry Thomas, Jeff Tootle, Di Edwards, and Alec Robinson at a ceremony earlier this year. Sir Bernard Lovell, the pioneering radio astronomer who founded the university's famous Jodrell Bank Centre for Astrophysics and oversaw the planning and building of the iconic Lovell radio telescope. All these pioneers pushed the boundaries of knowledge, sometimes challenging the status quo and being seen as mavericks. I take pride in working in an institution that is always willing to push the boundaries. Take the example of Arthur Lewis, who was Professor of Political Economy between 1948 and 1958. We honoured him by naming the new Faculty of Humanities building after him. He was the first black professor appointed in the United Kingdom and was awarded the Nobel Prize in 1979 for lifelong concerns with poverty and growth, agricultural and human development in developing countries. When you read the biography of Arthur Lewis, you appreciate his incredible achievement. He came from a poor family in the West Indies, wanted to study engineering, and was not allowed to because it was a profession denied to black people. He then studied economics and chose an academic path. His first job at the London School of Economics required special permission from the Senate because he was black. He was asked to provide assurances that he would not teach students individually, but only in groups. Such were the prejudices of the time. It's a credit to our forebearers that they made him a professor. And we continue to appoint the visionaries of the future. Recent appointments of Suprata Dasgupta and Mohan Munasinghe to the university's Sustainable Consumption Institute and the Brooks World Poverty Institute are examples of iconic appointments in areas of research in energy, sustainable development, climate change, and the alleviation of poverty, where the university is planning to be a world leader. This ceremony has been repeated in much the same way in this hall for over 100 years. I myself do not understand the significance of all the bowing and doffing of hats, the standard bearers, the procession. But the essence of what the ceremony conveys is our independence, our role not as a bureaucracy or a government agency or a social service agency, but our job to train, to educate, and to question. The president of Harvard University put it better than I ever could when she said, "The essence of a university is that it is uniquely accountable to the past and to the future, not simply or even primarily to the present. A university is not about results in the next quarter. It is not even about who a student has become by graduation. It is about learning that molds a lifetime, learning that transmits the heritage of millennia, learning that shapes the future. A university looks both backwards and forwards in ways that even ought to conflict with the public's immediate concerns or demands. Universities make commitments to the timeless, and these investments have yields we cannot predict and often cannot measure. So a university education should be a transforming experience where I hope you have been encouraged to confront your own personal beliefs, values, assumptions, expectations, hopes, and fears. We hope that we have helped you develop global perspectives and encourage you to reflect on wider social and environmental issues. But it's not just about achievement in the traditional sense that is important. We come to universities not only to further our careers, but to become citizens. And in order to make good citizens, our responsibility as your teachers has been to educate people capable of building just, humane, and sustainable human communities on a small and exceedingly dangerous planet. Knowledge, wisdom, and humanity, to translate the Latin motto of the university, is what we have tried to impart. So your ambition should match those of your predecessors. Our founding statement read out when we created the new university in October 2004, stated that we wanted to make our university a place where students, whatever their backgrounds, learn to pursue truth through rational inquiry, where researchers engaged in discovery are also teachers, where research is valued both for its own sake and for the betterment of the world, where academic freedom is encouraged and protected, where the cultivation of cognitive skills, independence of mind, intellectual integrity, and artistic expression promotes understanding and appreciation of the best that is known, thought, and created in the world, and where students and staff are encouraged, as responsible citizens of their own societies and of the international community, to embrace fundamental human and civil rights as the only just, sustainable basis of a humane civilization. That is a challenge that we now set you, to use the knowledge that you have gained, not only for your own and your family's achievement, but for the betterment of society, for tolerance and understanding. Education is what will help us to innovate, to challenge bigotry, and to embrace fundamental human and civil rights to meet the challenges of the future. During his presidential campaign, Barack Obama popularized a speech by Robert Kennedy in which he quoted George Bernard Shaw. I think it sums up beautifully the challenge for you and how you can use your privileged education. Let me paraphrase. Most people look at things as they are and wonder why. We should dream of things that never were and ask, why not? So on behalf of the university, I congratulate all of you who are graduating here today on your academic and professional achievements, and I wish you every success in your future careers. Thank you.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Karen Julia Tice. And for the degree of Master of Science in Petroleum Geoscience, Hector Jose Andrade. Chidi Okwudiri Marvelous Enwereji. Chris Forster. Meggie Long. John Murray. Mark Benjamin Redden. Fitsum Heptafamian. And in pollution and environmental control, Elizabeth Hume. Remigius Marek Jankowski. Emily Elizabeth Morgan. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Geography and Geology with honours, Nicholas Charles Sampson.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Doctor of Engineering, Joseph Anthony Barnes. Liam Lidstone. Samia Sheikh. And for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Matthew Nicholas Frederick Acton. Nicholas Driver. Mark Jabal. Mark Hayden Jones. Cassandra Alexandra Papadopoulou. Samad Yaqub. And Shensky Z. And for the degree of Master of Science in Advanced Manufacturing Technology and Systems Management, Alessandro Abadwale. Umadevi Laxmikant Kotnis. Farhan Nazir. Aik Chuan Tan. And in Commercial Project Management, Asif Baiji. Zhenhong Chen. Huzan Huang. And in Construction Project Management, Owen Ngombe. Sumit Pawar. Ketan Shashdeva. Anthony Siu Chung Tang. Kuna Segaran Vrejayana. Katerina Valitsi. And in Engineering Project Management, Fred Imufwa. Francis Tuchukwa Chigbo. Joseph Kontos. Kaho Lai. Franklin Osanan Mazade. Kieran David Murphy. Anthony Chidibere Osamo. Adhi Nugraha Bring Adi. Hamid Saeed Sheikh. Shubda Singhai. Jayon Zhu. And in geotechnical engineering, Georgios Marios Chalas. Martin Denizvoz. Annalise Fabienne Touré Garnett. Haycook Park. San Woke Park. Fabio Pera. Dick Adeline Butch-Haj Taib. And in Information Technology Project Management, Shaista Shah. And in Maintenance Engineering and Asset Management, Ahmed Al-Saifi. Chukwuemeka Anosiki. Wayne Bellamy. Robert John Clayton. Simon Frederick Ellis. Bernard Longmore. Robert Luley. Andrew John Mello. Emmanuel Otimu. And in Maintenance Engineering and Asset Management Distance Learning, Matthew Hornby. Wayne Grant Reed. And William Robinson.
Vice President, on behalf of the Senate of the University, I present to you for the degree of Master of Science in Management of Projects, Ifeoma Ebelechukwu Eniegbu. Zishan Al-Hassan Awan. Ibrahim Babashehu. Shenhing Kao. Aminor Sayadini Haji Abdullah. Halima Tusa Adia Haji Hishmadun. Kayan Han. Yuan Huang. Sibylla Kawala Bullis. Danielle Nicholas Kennedy. Kibum Kin. Yinki Liu. Yufi Liu. Dongmei Lo. Yong Ma. Abisola Ogun Sitan. Konstantinos Panagiotakis. Yuan Shan. Temitope Oladipo Sonuga. Fei Sun. Philip Johann Thomas. Wei Wang. Pick Ki Peggy Wong. Yu Xin. Guan Yao Shu. Shi Yan. Hei Chao Yang. Li Yi Yang. King Yu. Mingjun Zhao. Yi Chong Zhong. Fei Zhao. And in Management of Projects, Commercial Project Management, Alan Gary Hall. Xiao Ling Li. And in Mechanical Engineering Design, Yogesh Deepak Bansod. Stephen Gerard Bohan. Hui Chen. TJ Connolly. Sibson Dalgo Edakara. Feng Gao. Tan Huang. Dilioha George Igbo. Vinod Jose Kavalakat. Weimin Lau. Nitin Rana. Atif Riaz. George Abraham Vadakel. Dong Ki Zhu. Yushi Zhang. Changqing Zhao. And in project management, Shakil Aslam. Mary Angela Bloomberg. David John Healy. Robert Hearn. Neil Howie. Stephen John Payne. Christopher Mark Pedley. Paul David Riley. John Robert Rimmer. Jit Sahota. Peter Leslie Vincent. Luke Edward Wardle. Adrian Wilson. And in structural engineering, Saeed Kamal Abbas. Lan Ji. Cho Han. Keronisa Akmal Othman. Yang Ao. Shaheen Paksad Chadrishi. Maoli Wang. Shun Shai. And in Sustainable Electrical Building Services Engineering, Michael Shipley. And in Thermal Power and Fluid Engineering, Michael Amankawa. Ebitari Tekena. And for the degree of Master of Engineering in Aerospace Engineering with Honours, Rajesh Patel. And in Structural Engineering with Architecture with Honours, David Byong Loan. Lee Anthony MacDonald. And for the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Aerospace Engineering with honours, Bobby John Burke. Adam Oliver Craig. Arindam Nath. And in Civil Engineering with honours, Muhammad Abd Halim. And in Mechanical Engineering with honours, Christopher Lau. Chris Mayman. And for the degree of Bachelor of Science in Commercial Management and Quantity Surveying with honours, Danielle Renfrey. And for the degree of Master of Science in Nuclear Science and Technology, Nicholas Ian Clark. Raphael Wesley Damon. Nasir Hamoudi. Matthias Joachim Liesvik. Christopher Matheson. Noletu Nandi Nkonki. Mamose Maria Salioni. Gareth Rees Thomas. And for the degree of Master of Philosophy in Manufacture, Caroline Deutsch.
Today, we have celebrated the award of your degrees. Congratulations. On behalf of the University of Manchester, I extend to each of you our very best wishes for your future. I now declare the ceremony closed.